Hey friends, welcome back to the newest episode of Harmonic Analysis. Today we're taking a look at Silent Lucidity by Queensryche. Let's check it out. Alright, so most of you probably know the song. It's one of their more popular commercial tunes. It is incredibly well written and emotional. We are essentially in the key of G, but we are kind of ambiguously toggling back and forth between G major and E minor because there's a lot of both chords within the song. So assuming we're in G major, the G major is the 1 chord, and its counterpart in that intro that you just heard is the E minor, which is the 6 chord. All right, the verse pretty much brings in the same stuff. E minor. Here's C major, that's your 4 chord in the key of G. A minor, which is your 2 chord. Back to C major, 4 chord, G major. And then back to A minor again as the 2 chord. Back to the intro, chord progression of G major to E minor, a 1 to 6. Kind of making it both upbeat but also kind of sad because of that E minor. Very emotional, like I said. This song is just, can give you goosebumps. The chorus, we shift up to a D chord. And I'm just going to say we're doing a 5-4 in G major. It's going from D to C. And then finally at the end of the phrase, before the solo kicks in, it goes back to the G. So it does like a 5-4, 5-4, 5-4, 1. Let's take a listen to that. There's your C. Back to D. It almost has a mixolydian vibe to it because it could be like a 1-7, 1-7, 1-7 in D mixolydian. I'm going to leave that open as a possibility, and then it brings it right back home. Right about back to that G chord. So, a couple different ways we can look at it. There's not too much information. Here's the solo. The solo kicks off in E flat, which in a way is kind of like a chromatic mediant type choice, because as you know, the 6 chord in G major is E minor, and the chromatic mediant of E minor could be E major, E flat minor, one of those 3. And so their solo section drops down a half step to E flat major, which again is the chromatic counterpart to E minor, which is the 6 chord in the key. So that's the relation there. So it's a definite modulation, and it sounds absolutely amazing. There's also some sus chords during that solo as well, so that makes that very, very tasty. And from there, it's just more of the same. So not the craziest of songs to analyze, but it uses a lot of chords from G major, kind of on the verge of E minor, and then that chorus almost has a mixolydian vibe. I feel like you could almost stretch it to that if you needed to. And then, of course, the solo modulates to E flat, which would be like a chromatic median of E minor, which is the 6th chord of G major, which is where we're rooted anyway. So all in all, a great song. Lyrically, it's amazing. Sonically, well written. Good stuff. Queensryche, Silent Lucidity. Thank you all for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe if it applies to you, and for God's sakes, if you're still here, leave a comment below letting me know you're still here, and I thank you for that. And we'll see you next time. Have a great one.